Swear to God. Okay, we are live. Fantastic. Heath Warmaker, also known as Bruce Wayner, Gaming at Gotham on the YouTube's coming at you with another live play. And I have with me, again, three fantastic gentlemen wanting to partake on this venture. I'll let them introduce themselves and plug their excellent channels, starting immediately to my left, which is Philip Posey.
Hi, my name is Philip Posey. I run the channel Maps and Dragons, and today I'm going to be playing a character who is a strong vector who masters Wuxia. His name is Kobo Abe!
Fantastic. Next, Daryl Simmons.
All right, what's up, people? Daryl Simmons. I run the YouTube channel, uniquely named Daryl Simmons. I also have a Facebook page, RPG Realm Changers, and tonight I will be playing Wei Yin, who is a sharp-eyed spinner who is licensed to carry.
Nice. And last, and certainly not least, Andrew Knapp.
Hey guys, SR2 Joker here. I am playing a strong vector who wields two weapons at once. His name is Hirotoshi, and he's a Kyoku Shinkai karate master.
Fantastic. For people who might be wondering, that is the Cypher system, so you can find that in the Strange Numenera and soon to be a standalone system by Monty Cook. Check it out. Alright, so y'all have your typical lives, your daily lives, going about your business. To kind of, paint a picture, it's you're in a dystopian future, a recursion that looks very much like a Neo Japan, and the law of the land resides with those who are in power, not the people. The people are sheep. They simply do what the shepherd says. Though they are given an illusion of freedom, they are often unwittingly guided to their decisions. However, some people slowly begin to wake to this, to realize what's going on, and to ask questions. Sometimes too many questions, and those people often just come up missing. Now, through some way or another, you all have slowly begin to just notice some things that seem peculiar, and slowly begin to ask yourself some questions. You start to realize that you aren't exactly sheep. You kind of have a more developed free will coming to fruition, and how you react to this is up to you. So we'll start. If you want to, describe what you're doing, maybe, in your day-to-day lives, what it is that you do, and perhaps maybe an event that has caused you to slowly come to the realization of the fucking, monotonous nonsense around you.
I'll go first if you guys are cool.
Yeah, sure.
I'm gonna take it. All right, man. So Hirotoshi runs a brick and mortar martial arts school that's called the Gate of Truth. Kyoku Shinkai means the way of ultimate truth. It's a form of karate, mostly striking and such. His school's been on the downcline recently. You see him standing in a back room. He's surrounded by scrolls and manuals that were given to him by his master, Oyama. His lead student walks in. His name is Takuma. He straightens his gi and turns and says, "Takuma, are you ready to take the advanced class?" Takuma lowers his head in shame. "No one showed up, master." "What? No one showed up? How can this be? We had three or..." "No. Their parents won't let them come to your school anymore. Very well. Class is canceled. This is something that's been happening lately, less and less people coming to his dojo. It's not flashy, there's not belts, there's not enhancement systems. It's about spirituality, and people don't have a taste for it anymore. So in his downtime, Hirotoshi has been self-training, going through the moves. Strike, breathing. He becomes one with the movement, emptying his mind. It's a form of walking meditation. During an intense workout, he started to realize that there was more at play here than an oppressive government. He started to sense other worlds. He started to sense energy he had never tapped into before, and it rattled him to a core. He didn't know who to seek out. Who could he share the secrets with? Kobo Abe? Wei Yan? Great men, perhaps, in their own right. But were they ready for the way of ultimate truth? He took his nunchucks, tucked them behind his belt, adjusted his gi over top of them so they were hidden, and walked out his door, turning over the close sign for the last time.
Excellent. Yeah, and through this realization, you might have come to a few other conclusions, that the Japanese culture, so rich in heritage, is slowly just being expunged. Particularly, like, martial arts seems to be dying. Meditative, Buddhism and temples and all the meditation stuff, which is often used to enlighten oneself. It's not really talked about, not really promoted. You don't see many signs at all or anything about that sort anywhere. You're a dying breed. What is your character's name, Mr. Philip?
Kobo.
Kobo. What is Kobo doing this evening?
Picture this, if you will. There's a paper wall, illuminated by candlelight. You pass right through it. You see a man decked in silk. It's black. He's in the lotus position. Behind him, an Odaki. His eyes are closed. You enter closer and closer to his eyes, and you enter into his forehead. He stands upon a staircase. He pulls out a picture. It's his mother. She's laying in a hospital room. She's clinging to life. He's standing over top of her. Goes the heart monitor. He takes the picture. He reaches down. Next to his feet, there's a casket. He opens it up. He places the picture of his mother. He closes the casket. He takes a step down. He takes another step down. All around him are wildflowers. He's stepping through them. Small bees, insects fly up and away. And in the distance is a cabin. In front of the cabin is an ox. He pats the ox on the head, opens the door. The room is yellow. Inside, a bird cage. Inside the bird cage is a canary whistling a song. The music carries him back to the land of the living. As he opens his eyes, fire is coming out of his palms. He closes them. He exhales a plume of smoke, and the light in the paper room dies down, and is blackness once more.
Excellent. And in that, you begin to ask yourself some questions that have never really occurred to you before. You know, this eye-opening moment. You slowly begin to see the world around you for what it is. You begin to notice the targeted ads, the convenient whispers or conversations among people as you walk by, perhaps about something that you were thinking of no more than an hour ago, about how you thought of stopping by this place or picking that up, like as if to give you further incentive. Weigh in. What is it that you are doing this evening?
Well, Wei Yin is a dock worker. Even though he is of a great mind, he's a very trustworthy individual. He is trying to do what he can to support his ailing father. So he works long shifts on the docks. One evening while working, he's been bothered by these headaches for the past couple of days. So he decides, you know what, I've done enough work for today. I'm going to ask my supervisor, can I take the rest of the shift off and go home and rest? Of course, the shift manager says no. You know, they run a very tight ship. So with a sigh, he goes back to work. As he's walking the dock carrying a box, one of the small rickety cranes that they use to move merchandise up from boats to the dock to be unloaded breaks, and it's about to fall on one of Wei Yin's good friends at the docks. He runs towards him, knowing he can't make it. But as he is about to reaches him, the box, this large box, is about to crush his friend, slows down. Wei Yin is completely perplexed. He stops, thinking that it's a dream or some kind of hallucination. But as he stands there and looks, the box still continues to fall slowly. So, snapping his head back into reality, he runs, grabs his friend, and as he grabs his friend out the way, the box speeds back up in real time and crashes to the ground, exploding to a million pieces. Debris everywhere. The friend is thankful, but Wei Yin is like something, and he was about to explain to him, "You should be dead," but he decides to keep it to himself. His two friends, maybe they can shed some light on this subject. Fades to black.
And in that, you know, just brutal moment, that hard hitting reality, you know, throwing yourself into danger to save his life, and the crate crashes down in that cacophony of noise. It's a thunderous resonance almost throughout your body. And you might ask yourself, when was the last time that, you know, the boat captains or any of the sailors brought news of what's going on the other lands, on other islands? Hell, the weather even. What's going on out in the ocean? When was the last time they even bothered mentioning why they were a few crew members short? They haven't. Hell, you never bothered to ask. And you wonder to yourself why. So I assume you all know each other through some means or another, and you all have these questions. So you decide you guys should meet up somewhere. Where is it that you're thinking you should stop to have a little chat amongst yourselves?
Let's meet up in like a fancy Japanese garden. Like maybe there's a monument, like a huge stone monument or something that we would all know that we can meet at.
That'll work.
Absolutely. So, there is still a pretty big park um, with quite a bit of plant life, cherry blossoms, some ponds, little bridges, walking over them. Pretty serene place. A spot of untouched beauty in this metal and neon landscape. And you haven't really ever had as much appreciation for it maybe as you do now, as your mind begins to shake off this strange feeling of submissiveness that's always been there in your subconscious.
So you see there's a pool in the garden, and there's a slow radiation out of a circular wave as a trickle comes out of a bamboo shoot. A man walks with his hand behind his back. He's wearing this long, flowing martial arts gi. He goes over to the statue and stands and waits as rose petals fall down from a cherry tree.
Ascending, twisting and rolling spirals, these cherry blossoms come up like a tiger behind Kobo. He walks, in his hands a lantern, in the lantern the ashes of his mother. He comes up to the stream. He bows slightly to Hirotoshi, and he lights the lantern, places it down in the water, and bows one last time to his mother as she's carried off down the stream, the blossoms falling now on the water, making a silhouette of a tiger behind her.
Hirotoshi will bow at the lantern, and he says, "Namaste, Kobo Abe."
Namaste.
It's a beautiful day to see the sakura bloom as the petals just kind of float by down the river with the spirit of your mother. You are here for the same reason I am here. You've broken the fourth wall. You feel it, don't you?
I turn and look at you, and you see the sun kind of fisculating through the leaves. Hi.
As Wei Yin arrives, the petals behind him swirl into a tornado as he walks towards his good trusted friends. But as he approaches them even closer, the whirlwind of petals seem to slow down, as if slowed down by time itself, and then slowly fall behind him as he reaches his friends. Well, my friends, I guess we're probably here all for the same reason, huh?
I bow when I see YN and I say, "Namaste, YN."
I bow to you too, except for I pull out a small bottle and 3 glasses. Sake.
But of course.
It would be a shame to waste good sake. And I sit down.
Yes.
I sit down on the grass. A small bumblebee comes up on my knee.
Zzz. I witness this. Zzz. The bee getting close, threatening to sting you, but you never flinching, and the bee finding you to be natural, as if it was buzzing next to a rock or a tree or a plant, for that was the energy you were radiating. Pure tranquility.
It flies over to the cup of sake like it's drinking nectar.
It seems the bee agrees.
Perhaps the bee knows.
So I'll ceremoniously take it once you pour it in. Ooh, that is good sake.
Hi.
Very nice. Very nice.
So as the sake empties and our eyes start to shift back and forth between each other, the permanent matter just rises out like a lotus out of the stream of life. So, gentlemen, what are we to do?
We need some kind of answers. We all have these weird episodes that have happened. There must be someone we can turn to decipher these strange occurrences. But who?
Power, control, oppression, the destruction of our nation's culture. These are serious issues, but they're also treasonous issues. Who can we ask without arousing suspicion? And I look over at this large robotic entity kind of hovering over outside of Nagiara Garden. Birds fly off of the cherry trees as it walks by the outer perimeter without drawing them. And I point.
As you speak, asking these questions, for the first time your eyes are truly drawn to a giant tower of glass and steel glistening in the sunlight, and in large neon letters running down the side is the word Shinjugawa, a corporation that provides nearly everything, now that you think about it, to the people. From employment to food, places to live. The reach is far, perhaps too far.
As I see the large tower come into focus, my lips feel dry, and I turn to Kobo Abe, and I say, Shinjugawa Corporation.
I say, observe the wind. Behold how it bends the reeds. But what is invisible is how the reeds also bend the wind. We can bend this corporation.
Shinjugawa does not fancy themselves a weed. They fancy themselves like the mountain. No matter how the wind howls at the mountain, it will not bend. It will not give. It stands defiant. But you are right, Kobo Abe. The Shinjugawa are not a mountain.
Hi.
You see the sake glasses fill? So what do you say, YN?
Yes, it is the Devil's Tower, but eventually all devils must be banished. I say we seek our answers there.
I am but a poor martial arts instructor. One might say that I have little to nothing to lose. We may not come back from this. If either of you have business that you should attend to, now is the time. Down the sake.
The only thing I value is my honor. I cannot lose it if I am courageous.
Oh, Koboabe, your honor is beautiful, like Nagayara Garden.
Yes, but these metal beasts taint my honor like they taint this garden.
On the edge of the garden, you can see where mechanical wires have snaked over the stone wall and start to strangle out a tree and destroy the plant life, like pervasive veins going into a garden and choking out the organic life.
I take out a small piece of paper. On the paper, I have a small brush dipped in Sumie ink. I write our names. YN, Hirotoshi, Koboabe. This is our flag. This is our symbol. This is what we stand for. And as the petals move past it in the wind, it kind of ripples.
I look at this fine art, this kanji, these like fancy characters, and I notice when you put us together and put the sign for honor, you chose to use the sword. A small smile crosses on the side of my face, because I know what it means. 3 men who are ready to die for honor.
I also look at this fine artwork. It's more than just a piece of paper. It's more than just some writing. It is a pact between 3 friends who are willing to go the ultimate length and pay the ultimate price to bring down a corrupt and devilish corporation. It must be destroyed.
Inside Koboabe's mind is a Soji chessboard. A pawn moves forward. It cannot retreat.
There's a dither in your mind as you move the chess piece. We move out of the garden, forward, towards the tower, towards Shinjugawa Corporation. 3 men walking out of the eye of the storm.
Okay, so you all decide to rally together, I assume, and head towards Shinjugawa.
Yes, indeed.
How do you approach this mega corporation?
Like
This
normal
entity
people.
that virtually controls the city.
Like water trickling through a brook that does not pound the stone, but parts and moves around it.
AKA stealth.
We do not create the force. We redirect it. when the guards show up, when the man at the front desk, and all these individuals try to question us and cast accusation, we simply redirect and keep moving.
I actually work at the corporation. I'm just going to use my security badge to enter in.
So we get up to the door, and you pull out the badge, and I'm like, oh, Shinjugawa badge.
I thought you ran a dojo.
Yeah, inside.
No, you don't. No, you don't. This guy.
He turns over the badge, and it's a library card. Damn it, Kowabe.
It's a box top.
As you approach this monolith to modern times and power, you realize that the city begins to thin out, buildings become more sparse, and there's large walls rising up, metallic and steel, just walls that encircle this huge tower. They stand easily 20 foot tall. There's two massive gates, and beside either gate, you recognize what looks like police mechs standing there guarding the entrance. Now, it's come to, perhaps your realization at this point that you've never been this close to Shinjugawa Tower, the corporation itself, and apparently they've bought off a massive, or just own this huge plot of land in the middle and are keeping the city far away from it, corralling the people back in to their pens.
Alright, so as we approach, I turn to my two compatriots and I say, we are three masters of three different styles. Let us each do what we do best and see what prevails.
Maybe we should just come up with a plan.
I go, shh. You actually see the SHH come out of my mouth and travel on the wind. So I go straight, I walk straight up to the gate and
I put my hand
see
on
the
your
man in
shoulder.
Hirotoshi, this is bold. Let's create a distraction, pull away these mechs, and then enter in.
I put my hand on your hand and I just tap it. We do not need deception, friend. We will defeat them with understanding and kindness.
No. Ever since we played baseball together as children, you have always been brash.
I will not lie. My lip's been split a few times. But
Too
still.
many balls to the face.
Oh, Kobe Abe. You tell a disgusting joke. And I shake my head. And I stop and kind of look down and just brush my bangs out of my forehead. I just imagine this guy punching me in the face, and then another guard walking over and teabagging me. And I'm like, okay. We'll do things your way. This time. How do we create distraction?
So inside Kubo Abe's mind, the chessboard, the pawn moves forward again. Oh. What we do? We go to a store. We get hairspray. We put it inside a microwave. We blow it up. They mix. They run up. And then we slip by like a mouse. Oh, into building. What, do you think it's crazy?
My eyes are like fucking wider than rice patties. I'm like, Kobo Abe, you say I am brash? Okay.
No,
We will put hairspray in microwave, but we will make sure that we do not injure anybody physically or financially.
You set timer on this time to walk away. I don't get it.
Kobo Abe.
In your infinite wisdom, you may have come to the realization that those are, in fact, not the only two police mechs, in this recursion of Japan. They're patrolling pretty regularly, and it might be quite difficult to get those particular two to leave their post by putting hairspray in a microwave. It might not be the best idea.
Maybe we should go and apply for a job.
I'm gonna turn to YN, seeing that Kobo Abe has gone off the reservation, and I'm gonna say, what do you think, YN? Sometimes it is the lamb that knows the wolf the best.
Yes, I agree. Therefore, we must find a subtle way to gain entry into this devil's tower. But the question is, how?
That's what we're asking you, Ryan.
I know. I do not know.
God damn it.
Kobo Abe, I think it is clear that we should just try knocking. And I walk forward.
Brush.
Yeah, as I see a reflection of you in this window as I walk by, I see explosions in your eyes. Brush!
Brush.
I follow behind.
Snapping back into reality. As we're walking up to quote unquote knock on the door, I'm going to use my ability called Find the Flaw and look at one of the mechs. Basically, find a flaw. The GM has to tell the player at least one weakness of a creature.
The pilot, if you can get to the pilot, that's a pretty big flaw.
All right. Thank you.
For all intents and purposes, there is a visual for you gentlemen of what you see when you approach the gates. Two of those standing on either side. Roughly 25 feet in height. They're a good head taller than the wall that they're standing by, with this massive 3-barrel rotary cannon on one arm.
Yeah, that's kind of scary. Trying to keep cool, trying not to piss myself.
So, when we get up to the gate, I see a guard there, right? There's like a guard and a mech kind of standing at the gate.
No. They're in the mechs. They don't get out. There's no guard house.
Oh, so there's nobody outside the mech, like everybody's in a mech.
Yeah.
Okay.
As you would approach, they would hold up their giant mechanized hand and tell you to stop. Hold position. What business do you have here?
So you see like my black gi, and on the front of it there's an open gate with a lotus blossoming in it over my left breast, and I see red start to appear all over the place from like automated targeting systems and lasers, and I stop and just lower my head very humbly towards the mech. Good evening, most venerable sir.
Konnichiwa. What is your business here?
We are seeking employment with Senjugawa Corporation.
Hi.
One does not seek employment. We seek employees.
Most honorable and wise sir, we have great skill, each of us, martial artists. With the changing times in the nation, we have been displaced and put out of our work. At least let us prove our worth.
Something seems strange about you. You say you walked here to seek employment.
So during this time, I'm gonna take out my smartphone and I'm gonna send us all emails like they've been sent from the corporation asking us to come in for a job interview. I'm gonna send it to all of us.
Okay.
Nice. So I'll keep them busy looking at me. I lift up my leg, you see my gi fall, and I start doing like really slow Tai Chi. Oh, I am from a martial arts school named Kyoku Shinkai. I
Never
open
heard
the
of
gate to ultimate truth. Oh, putting up like this spectacle.
Yeah, so like you're dancing around, and like the mech's just kind of like you see them both like almost turn and look at each other, like what the fuck is going on here? Because people don't just walk up, you know, due to the subliminal conditioning, they just like don't do that. So this is definitely peculiar, and they're having a hard time buying this bullshit right now.
So
They're letting it play out.
I just stop and I say, I am sorry for wasting your time, sir. I should have told you up front as I hear my phone vibrate. I pull it out, and I look at it and see the message. I go, we were invited here to apply. We are not soliciting. And I hold up the cell phone.
Alright, so about a second goes by, I'm like, oh, Kobo Habe invited you to Shinjuku Corporation, huh? I find that hard to believe, since your friend is not employed there. Perhaps next time, go the extra mile and make a fake email.
So no deception roll.
It's like no, they're not going to buy that bullshit.
No. Okay.
I look at it and I look wounded, right? And I say, oh, Kobo Abe does not work for you? I have been deceived. Oh, no. And I turn and start looking and I fucking kick the stone. I'm like, I closed down my dojo. My wife leave me. All students no longer speak to me because I so excited and prepare for the job. Opportunity I thought I was going to get was Shinjugawa Corporation, and it all is fake. It's fake.
And I'm recording this on my phone. And all is fake.
So like as this is going on, you might notice that one of them raises up this like 50mm rotary cannon, kind of levels it in your direction, and he's like, "Oh, you need to go back into the city, leave the perimeter."
I just put my hands up and say, okay.
Do I
Do not want
recognize
to
this guy's
incite-
face? Have I seen him before?
In the mech, no, it's all like
So I don't know who they are. I wouldn't know their names.
no, it's like it's just a solid casing
Oh, you can't even see their face.
that display on a screen inside the cockpit.
Okay. So, in my mind, the shogi piece only goes in one direction, and that is forward.
Okay.
So, like, do you ever see that picture from it's like Tiananmen Square or like China, and there are tanks coming down the street,
There's a
and
dude
there's a
standing.
man standing in the street that's not allowing the tanks to pass. So stands Kobo Abe.
Okay. So you're going to make a defiant stand? What about let's weigh in and Hiratashi make of this?
If the corporation was so sure of its thought control, why does it need these mechs? Why this high tower? What do they compensate for?
So they hear you say that. And they're going to like begin approaching one thunderous step after another. Oh yeah. It's what is this you talk about? Mind control, citizens.
When did you ever make a decision for yourself?
I'm going to need you to come with me.
I will come.
Alright, so the mech just kind of, stands there on one side and the other mech on the other. And the massive gate begins to open up about 10 feet or so. And some foot soldiers begin to move out.
I see in my mind the shogi board, and the pawns from the other side are approaching the footmen.
Okay.
As I see the men pour out, I just lower my head and say, "Oh, namaste. Namaste, good sir. Namaste." And I greet like down the line.
They make zero effort to return the greeting. And they're all dressed in black, plastic, Durasteel, Kevlar, very much militant. And they move to apprehend you, one on each side, putting your arms behind your back and direct you inside the compound.
Okay. Your
Now,
mind is like a flower. It's only beautiful when it is open.
Now, if you have any weapons, they're going to procure those as well and take those off your persons. I don't know if
My
you
weapon
bring
is
your-
my spirit.
Well, they don't give a shit, and they're taking it.
You
Right.
cannot break my spirit. You have
So
tried
it's
for 27 years.
They take my nunchucks, and when they shake down my gi, like 10 shurikens fall out.
They pick them up. They almost look at them like quizzically, like, who the fuck uses shuriken these days? It's the year's 2175, And they put them away.
So as
same
he's
thing-
like, he has it up in his hand, right, and he's turning the star over with this shit-eating grin on his face. And I'm like, some men are proficient with killing without the aid of the machine.
I say, do take what you want, but leave the socket.
Yeah, they take my pistol that I had on me.
So,
Do any of these men talk back, or do they say anything?
no, they just kind of corral you in, like sheep.
You are like drone. Where is the king wasp? Insect.
So I'm watching like 3 lions getting herded by sheep, And it's really comical to me because I know the moment that we turn, it's going to be a whirlwind of destruction. So I put my hands behind my back and just start walking.
All right, so the the mechs move in, on either side of you, and they turn to take their posts back on either side of the gate. And the soldiers, I said there was about 9 of them, 2 on either side of you, and then like 1 in between separating and 1 leading. They take you into the compound, and as you enter, the doors close, and you realize that you weren't as close to the tower as you thought. It's just that big, and inside you see very nice decorative houses, some traditional Japanese style, with beautiful cherry blossoms and fountains all around. Like it's it's a gated society here, but you might not necessarily know why.
What do they think? That we are in the Indo period? They just live in the past for the people suffer.
Yeah, and we walk by like the wooden stairs up to this fine-looking Japanese building. And there's a man sitting on front of it with a kodo laid out over his lap, and he's just slowly plinking it. Plong, 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 plong. And I just shake my head and say, in some ways, progress is not so bad.
As we cross over the border inside my mind,
the pawn has been promoted, and the shogi piece is turned over. On the other side, the kanji is red.
Now you would notice, when you come in this massive gated community, also that there are some other guards like patrolling throughout the perimeter. And they look pretty relaxed, some don't even, they don't even have their headgear on, guns slung low or just otherwise lazily. A couple of them, will have like dogs. And you would see a few people out and about, very, very finely dressed, going about their business, interacting with them. And this seems really, really peculiar. And they bring you off to a secluded area where there's, a large metallic building. And they bring you inside, and you walk in, and you kind of recognize it for what it is. It's like a detainment center. It's all glass and steel. And they begin to
I am in detention again.
They bring each of you back into a room individually, set you down in a chair, and they bring your arms behind the chair and handcuff you. And you're in.
How am I going to drink my sake if I cannot have my hands?
Now, how many men are trying to handcuff us?
So it's 3 each. There were 9. So it's 3 for each person. So 2 are bringing you in, and 1's just kind of observing, watching. They are armed. The one, like the guy watching, it's like standing guard. He's got some type of assault rifle. You won't know what it is because typically no one's allowed to have guns other than the police.
So I sit down on the wooden chair. They go to take my hand behind my back. And immediately when they do, I rock back, kick the chair with my right leg, and go for the man with the gun at the door. And I say, okay. I am sorry, you have forced my hand.
Okay, now it's worth mentioning too that they're bringing you all into separate rooms. So the other 2 wouldn't necessarily know this is going on. All right, so you wanna fuck these guys up?
Oh yeah.
Can roll for initiative, and I'll give you a surprise round on top of that. So you want to act first, and then if you win initiative, you can go consistent. You can go again.
All right. Let me get my best stream up here. It's Freaking loading slow as hell. Getting a little bit of latency.
No worries.
There we go. Okay. So initiative first, bam. It's 5 on initiative.
Okay. I believe that's enough that you can act twice in a row.
Okay, cool. So I go flying through the air at the guy. I'm going to use my ability Double Strike, which lets me attack with both hands as a single attack and adds 2 damage to it. So that's going to cost me 1 might. And then I'm going to use my other effort. Or actually, I'm going to use both of my effort to do damage.
Okay.
So that would be 3, 6. So if this hits, it'll do 12 points of damage.
All right. It's a level 3 target.
All right. Come on. 11.
All right. So that hits. So you pretty much kill this guy on the spot. How does this go down exactly?
I kick off the table, I roll over the chair, the 2 men are surprised, I spring and I say, I am sorry. And as I'm flying through the air, I go, Tamishiwara, breaking technique. And I punch him really quickly in the heart. You see blood come out of his mouth, and then him grope at his chest as his heart explodes. And he falls to his knees and collapsing with the gun on the floor. And I wheel around and take a defensive posture. I don't want to have to kill both of you.
Well, the guy who was standing, guard with the assault rifle is dead, and the other 2 are shocked that not only did you kill him in a single blow, but with lightning speed, you just moved out of their grasp. And it is your go again if you want to act once more. It looks as though they are going to be making some type of movement to draw perhaps the pistols at their side or the stun batons. You don't know, but they're like in slow motion. They're going for something.
Okay, so that punch, the guy's heart explodes, and then I turn around without moving my head and do a back kick. And I'm going to try to nail the one on the right in the chest. I'll expend 1 level of effort on it.
Okay.
And I'll do it as a double strike again, so it'll be like a combination kick.
So are you spending effort to do more damage or reduce the difficulty?
I'm going to use 1 effort to reduce the difficulty to make sure that it hits. So it'll be
level 2.
Oh, it's a 4, so this is...
Yeah, unfortunately that will miss. So, you come around with your kick and you manage to sidestep. They are kind of trained, they're not incompetent. And they're both going to retaliate. And you see them pull out what look like collapsible batons, and they begin to buzz and hum, and you see some blue art topping around these things, and you might recognize them as stun batons. And they're going to come in to try to beat you down with this.
Damn.
So you can make it's they're both going to attack, so you can make 2 level 3 speed defenses.
All right. Here's my first one. 18. So I succeed on the first one, and on the second one, I'm going to use an effort to lower it by a difficulty.
Okay.
So there goes 2 of my speed. 6. Come on. 7. Yes, thank God.
Okay. So you evade another one. Like, you can describe how you evade it if you want. Like drunken mass.
The first one comes in with like the sparking baton, goes to hit. I dodge out of the way and it strikes the wall and sparks just shoot off. The other one comes in around me and I spin around him like water hitting the wrist and kind of flowing.
And in turn, it's your turn to attack, so you can keep going with that.
Alright, so I'll run up and jump off the table and turn around and come back around with the Tamishiwara aimed right at the back of the guy's heart. So I'm getting him from like the back of the shoulder blade.
Okay.
Once again, I'm going to use the double strike. So it's going
Okay.
to take away 2 more might. And I will use another level. Or actually, no, I'm using too much might effort. Yeah, I'll just do the double strike. Come on, baby. I can't see what that is. Is that a...
I can't either.
Looks like a 0.
Yeah, I see a 0 in there, I think, maybe, or it's a 17.
17. Nice. All right. So that'll hit him for 6 points of damage.
The 17 will add +1 to your damage as well.
Fuck yeah, so 7 points of damage.
So you come in and blast him. It hurts. It doesn't kill him, though, but he definitely
So-
felt that.
As the hand spins, in my mind's eye, I see his spirit energy, and a gate is slowly opening, and I see a pulsating force. The fist comes down, strikes the back, and I was trying to blow up the heart. I slightly miss, and it completely shatters his shoulder bone. Like I'm hitting a boltwood board.
All right. So at this point, we'll say way in is only a room or two down, and you can hear some scuffling going on. It sounds like not too far down, and you can't quite tell what's happening, but it's safe to assume there's some kind of fight. What does he make of the situation as the guards are taking you to push you in the chair as well and cuff you? Same situation.
I'm assuming Kobo is going nutso, and it's causing a big disturbance. I was like, well, I knew it wasn't going to last too long.
Well, he thinks it's you. Sure.
I guess so.
Perhaps your demeanor and attitude.
Yes, I'm just assuming it's him going crazy. And I'm just going to follow suit. It must be time to, do what we got to do. I will spend 3 points of intellect to do escape, which I can automatically break free of normal bonds. And how I do it, the arms behind my back, I actually jump in the air and do a flip, a ninja tuck, and as I tuck, I move my arms over and around. So now I got the, I'm still cuffed at this moment, and then I just do like this real quick, and then the cuffs fall off.
Okay, I can get behind that. I'll tell you what, I'll give you a roll, 50-50. You get 11 or higher, you can snatch up one of the pistols out of the holsters from the guard beside you as well.
Okay, fair enough. 17.
All right, so Dick McGee, you can Jackie Chan a pistol out of the holster.
All right, that was 3 intellect.
So we would move immediately into initiative at this point as you flipped out of the grasp, apparently disarmed one, and now have a pistol leveled at them. So you can roll for initiative.
All right.
So it's yeah.
And that will be a 9.
All right, that's enough. You get to act first.
All right. Let's see here.
So there's 3 guards in the room. The 2 that were beside you. I assume you put yourself kind of behind them, and the one that was standing in front. Now that one has what looks to be like a large gun, like an assault rifle of sorts. The other 2 were carrying pistols. One's down a pistol.
Right.
And in slow motion, he looks like he's going for something else at his side. So is the other guy. And the one kind of raising up his rifle.
Okay. Obviously, then the one I'm going to try to go for first is the one with the assault rifle.
Okay.
All right. I will spend a level of effort also on the attack. And I will be activating my Pierce ability. If I do hit him, he will take an extra point of damage for being shot.
Okay.
All right, here we go. And that is balls. That's 3.
All right, so that's not going to do it. The shot is wide. It smashes into the one-way mirror. Doesn't quite break through it. It's probably bulletproof, but sends spider webs all through it. Koboabe, you would definitely hear this gunshot, this echoing through the facility, as these men on either side of you are going to set you down in the chair and cuff you, while the other one stands in front, assault rifle at the ready.
I see.
You should go and check on that. It is crazy. Gunshot.
They just kind of shake their head like, don't worry about it, old man. There are other people employed here.
My
You are
body
priority.
just lights on fire.
As I go to punch them both in the head, and then I'm going to flip across the table and kick the other guy straight in the face. I'm going to do a flurry with punches and kicks, so that I'll be able to
Okay.
attack all 3. So I'll expend a level of effort to have 3 attacks.
Okay.
It's
all
also
right.
going to be fire, so they will all do fire damage, 1 point extra damage. I'll be attacking with medium weapons because I'm trained no weapons. That'll be 4 points per 5.
All right.
The first 2 attacks I have. All right. So that is a crit and a 19. I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah, so you could do 4 points of damage or a major effect, and then the other one you could do 3 points of damage or a minor effect.
All right. So here's what I would like to have to happen. One head, just All right. So as I hit them in the face, just 2 hands come out. Ba-bow!
Okay.
And for my major and minor effect combined, can I have the guy drop the gun? Terrified, seeing someone catch on fire and hit these guys.
You want the guy with the assault rifle to drop his gun? Is that what you're saying?
Mm-hmm.
And flee the room. All right. Yeah,
Yep.
I'll tell you what. For if you combine the major and the minor, yeah, he'll just drop the gun, completely thrown off guard as this man's fists come ablaze and leave. Go to get the hell out, get back up, something. He just don't want to be there. How's that sound?
That sounds good. Are these 2 guys alive?
They are. I believe you do still have a third attack.
I do.
And,
I will.
Their like heads, their visors are like kind of melting from the flame. And
Actually,
catching on fire.
if you don't mind, I'll just walk over and grab that gun that he dropped and point it at them.
So you give
I'll
up your
I'll still
third,
expend my effort.
So you give up your third attack to go pick the gun up.
Yep, and point it at them.
Okay, I can get behind that. Sure. So you grab it. However, you're not too familiar with how this damn thing works. I mean, no one
I
really
figure you
has
just pulled the
guns.
trigger, right?
That's the consensus. Yeah.
I just pointed at them. And I point towards the door. Get out of here. Get out of here.
All right. So. One's going to be a hero,
Okay.
and
Don't make me kill you.
he's gonna pull out what looks to be some kind of baton crackling with electricity and swing it at you.
Okay.
So you make a level 3 speed defense.
I will drop that because I'm wearing no armor and trained in speed defense.
Okay, so level 2.
Holy shit, it's another 20.
All
I'm
right.
seriously not fucking kidding. Hands up. I'll tilt it. I'll tilt it. Let me know when you see it.
I see it. So what do you? What would you like to
That's
do with
two
that? Would
20s
you
and a
like-
19. First 3 rolls.
So would you like to make like a riposte, a counterattack against him as you evade?
No,
Or
I think for my
what do you
major
think?
effect, he just drops the baton in terror and listens to me to leave.
I'll say you can disarm him.
All right, he comes up. I'm just fucking kicking out of his hand.
Get the fuck out of here!
All right, so yeah, he kind of puts his arms up against the back up and goes to flee. So way in, you see some people just kind of run by, and so do you, and a couple seconds later, you do as well, Hiratashi. And what is going on with Hiratashi in this room right now? I think he's outright killed one, got one beat down pretty hard. Other one's still looking okay. And you hear a gunshot. You hear what could be Kobayabe screaming, and like you see like two guys run through the hallway at some point with like their helmets like looks like they've been melted or something, still fucking smoking, trailing smoke from burnt plastic.
Shit. Well, the candle that is my tranquil soul, when I see the two mans run through the hallway, I'm like, shit, somebody didn't take care of their room. And I will try to speed up and hasten the demise of these two men that are trying to take me on in combat.
It was actually 3 guys that left that room, wasn't it?
Oh,
Just 2.
Yeah,
Or is there
yeah,
still
would've
one
been-
guy in that room?
No, they you're right.
Like-
I'm sorry. It would have been 3. Regardless,
3
yeah,
guys.
that's what you see.
Okay. They're definitely going to get backup, though, and our cover's blown.
What cover?
Well, if you take...
I am just here for job!
I'm just saying, if you take the 3 men out in the room, we don't have the whole facility coming and trying to fucking destroy us immediately.
I don't
Too
think
late
they're out
for
of
that,
range yet, dude. They don't have long movement, I'm sure.
Well,
Well-
let me ask you this, Heath. Can I kick out into the hallway when I see the men coming by and try to stop them?
Give me like a level 2 like acrobatics check or jump or something to nimbly jump out into the hallway and evade.
Yeah, I got a 6.
Okay, yeah, you do.
So this is really suicidal, but you see me do a flying kick out into the wall and crash with my leg in front of them, creating a fence between them and the security. And I'm like, put down your arms and surrender immediately. I don't want to have to kill all 5 of you.
You notice 2 of them that fled, that were running. One doesn't have a gun, the assault rifle, and the other 2 look to just have pistols. They don't have like their stun batons, so that seems kind of odd. And their masks are smoking, and like their face plates are like kind of melted and warped.
So
Um,
what do they do at my demand?
They see that it's 3, and they soon to be 5 against 1, and they're feeling pretty good about that.
At this
So the-
moment, can I walk out of the door of the room?
Yeah, in 1 second. Yes, in 1 second. So they're feeling pretty good about these odds. Okay, the other 2 begin to come out. way in, you would have also seen these three men just beating feet down the hallway. Now you're still in the room with those other three. What do you do?
Well, just try to shoot my way out at this point, I guess. Let me see, I guess you say free action or whatever. I'm saying, need some help in here, guys.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'll just do that. And just try to shoot my way out, I guess. So it's not looking too good.
So you're just hollering for help. Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, well, is it my turn to have action? Or?
Yeah. Do whatever you want right now. This is all kind of happening simultaneously.
Oh, okay, yeah. I just say, hey guys, need some help in here, and I'm going to shoot at the one with the assault rifle again.
All right. So still a level 3 task.
Okay, and I'm going to spend another level of effort to lower that down.
To level 2, okay.
Yeah, hopefully I can hit this time. All right.
Now, are you trained in guns or anything?
I'm not trained. I just know how to use the guns. I'm not trained.
Okay.
Practice.
Yeah, there you go. Practiced. Yeah, so that is a 9.
All right, so it's like a medium gun. It's a pretty heavy caliber pistol.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it'll do 4 damage, plus I think you get +1 for being licensed to carry, right?
Yeah.
So 5.
Yep.
All right. So yeah, you plug him. Doesn't drop him though. Kind of, sends him reeling back.
Yeah.
You would notice that the body armor that I'm wearing is likely bulletproof to some degree, giving him some armor. So not enough to kill him. Now, you're shooting that, and Koboabe, you can, exit the room, and, you'll hear this other gunshot as well. If you want, you'll see Hirotoshi, like, in the hall, like, his leg up on the wall, like, some kind of fucking crane stance trying to stop these guys or whatever.
I see. Men, you're between a rock and a hard place. You will surrender. Oh, the wall and the rock will crush you until you're dead.
Listen to Master Abe. It will save your life.
Are you trying to intimidate them?
Yes, I am trying to intimidate them.
All right,
And
you
if
make
the
an
men
intimidation roll.
did not spend an action to put out the fire, they are still on fire.
Yeah, they're not. You notice that the liquid is still like smoldering and melting and searing into their flesh.
So here's my intimidation roll. It's a 6.
Yeah, that's not going to be enough. They're still feeling pretty confident because you're outnumbered like 3-1 at this point.
Well, here's my thing. I think I should have an asset to this because they ran terrified out of the room from me.
Okay. Okay. I'll give you an asset, and that'll the initial 3 that you scared the piss out of before will kind of cower and back down, but
Awesome.
the other 5 are not having it.
The other how many men are there? There's 8, or is there 5?
There were 9. There were 3 in each room. Hirotoshi killed 1.
Okay. Are the 3 others still in Wyan's room, or they come out?
They're still in his room, which is in the same hallway. The other 2 are coming out now to meet up with Hirotoshi that were in the room with him.
Okay. Sounds good.
However, you.
Oh, awesome. That's my turn.
Okay. All right. So you've all acted at some point. So you're gonna see the three kind of just duck into another room off to the side, open the door and slam it shut. Uh, Two of them like still smoldering. Uh, the three that are in the room with Wei In, the one guy's going to level his assault rifle and fire at you.
All right.
So it's level
God
3.
damn it, Wayne. Where are you?
I'm about to get ventilated. I'm going to spend a level of effort, and let me check. I might be trained in that. Yes, I have an edge. Okay, cool. Okay, yeah, I'm going to spend a level of effort.
Okay.
All right, here we go. 17.
All right. So you duck and weave like the snake out of the way of these bullets whizzing by. The other two are going to move in and attack as well if they're stun batons. I'll just have them attack as a mob. So you can make one speed defense roll as level 3.
Okay,
They come in to like tag team you high and low.
that will be 18. I don't know why I rolled twice, but yes, 18.
So you also evade that as well. The other two are going to rush out and attack you. You rush about as a mob as well. So one level 3 speed defense.
Alright, I'm not wearing armor, so I'm trained in speed, so that reduces it by 1. And then I will use... I'll use another of my... I'll use an effort to reduce it again.
Okay.
So take it down to a 3 I have to beat. 8.
All right. So you successfully evade them as well.
So
All
I
right,
kick
then we'll-
flip off
Go
of the
ahead.
wall and see them run underneath of me. Yeah, that was just it. My foot was still on the wall. I just kick off and do like a little kick flip. I see them underneath of me as I'm airily turning over.
Okay. All right. So as you kick around, you kind of see in one of the doorways. You see Wei In there with 3 guards. You heard the assault rifle crack, tat, 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 tat. And you can hear the ricochet of bullets. And you see Kobayabe down the hallway carrying an assault rifle. So what do you do?
The one that I had shattered his shoulder.
Mhm.
I see him in my eyes as I'm spinning over top of him. I hit the back wall with my feet and propel forward with my elbow out. And I'm going in once again for that same shoulder, trying to
All right.
shatter his heart with the breaking technique.
All right.
I'll use my double strike again. And I'll use another effort to reduce it by 1 step. So I have to beat a 6, correct?
Mm-hmm. Now you're not trained in light weapons at all yourself either, or not unarmed anyways.
I'm not, nope.
Okay.
Alright, here we go. 8, so I would beat it.
All right, you kill him.
Alright, so I hit him again in the same spot. His heart crushes like a clove of garlic being pressed on by the edge of a knife. And you just see blood and tissue explode in his chest cavity. The guy smacks the wall and falls down in a heap. And I smack the wall and break a big break. And I just stop in place.
All right. So then we'll go to Kobayabe.
Kobayabe walks forward like a samurai of old. Levels his assault rifle. Breaks it over his knee. Use the needed assault rifle.
Okay.
His hands become fucking fire, like skulls of green flame.
And I'm going to run and attack 3 of the people in the hallway.
All right, there's one left in the hallway.
Oh, then I will just attack this one guy in the hallway twice then.
Okay.
I walk up to him. Boom! right in the eye. Boom! Right in the throat.
Okay.
All right, let's see what I can fucking hit this guy. And here we go.
I got to punch him. I miss. I got to punch him again. I miss. I'm right in his face. Get the fuck out of here before I kill you.
Shit.
You missed both attacks?
Oh no, I just rolled once. I have to roll for the second time. You know, so.
I see
Oh my God, I
chi
rolled
coming
another
off of
4.
your hand.
Get out of here.
This guy is like some kind of black belt. He's a fucking slippery one.
Like my hands moving in slow
Like,
motion.
like I can see
Inside the
our
mask.
Abe's spiritual field. It's
What were you
like
saying?
it's like your chi. I can see it coming off of your hands, Abe, as you strike. So I'm like comically trying to dodge behind him as all your strikes miss him. Try not to get hit by your chi.
Okay.
I look like Geisha girl. Trying to avoid getting hit by it.
God damn it, 2 4s in a row.
It's way into him. You can see them in the hallway now, like assaulting this guy.
Yeah.
You're still in the room with the 3 gentlemen.
Yeah, I know. Still trying not to die.
Man, where the fuck are you?
Trying to stop him getting ventilated, damn it. Yeah, I'm gonna try to plug the guy with the assault rifle again. Of course, he's the main threat. I'm damn near out of speed, so I will use it. Just a regular roll. So there we go. I will activate Pierce just in case I hit him to cause an extra point of damage, though.
Okay.
All right, here we go. And that's balls.
Another 4.
Jesus Christ.
So again, he kind of ducks to the side at the last minute, and your bullet once more smashes into this glass, splintering it a bit more.
Oh boy, I'm gonna die.
So the 2 are going to move in. I'm gonna have them attack as a mob again. So level
Alright.
3 speed defense, or a unit.
All right, come on. That's 11. Yay.
All right. So again, you managed to evade. You can't hit them, and they can't hit you apparently.
It's a fucking dance.
Yeah.
It's that one video where the 2 guys are right there behind a crate.
Yep. The other guys will, still have his assault rifle leveled and take another shot at you. You hear 3-round burst. Pa pa pa. So level 3 speed defense.
Now this is going to be the one that hits. Oh no, 17.
Damn.
All right. So yeah, you're hearing all kinds of gunshots in this room, and you hear a whole bunch of like ricochets. They don't sound like they're hitting anything soft. So
Oh shit.
the one guy left in the hallway is going to turn to flee, and start.
Get out of here! Run!
You see him like kind of like bring a hand up to his helmet and like push his fingers there, and start to he begins to talk, likely over some kind of comm system. And
So he can't
that's
get
his
by me
turn.
though, can he?
I mean, I don't see why not. It's not like it's like a 3-foot corridor. He's going to sure as hell try to just run by you and start calling for backup.
Oh, okay. So he tries to run around me. Is it my action?
Yeah, he's making some progress.
All right. He gets around me. I run up behind him and lurk out, trying to put him in a full Nelson.
Okay. Go ahead and make
Sal,
it.
it's the Sal
Awesome.
Bandini special, man.
All right, make an
Like,
attack.
where do you think you're going?
Okay, so make an attack. If you succeed, then you can throw him in if everyone else in.
Awesome.
All right, I'm going to use one effort then to reduce it by a step.
Okay. So you need 6 or better.
Come on, baby.
Wait, dude.
14.
Yes.
Damn.
Alright, so you apprehend him successfully.
So, like the fucking shadows, I juke into the wall, and then lightning bolt up behind him, and 2 large arms just snap into place. His hands go up in the air like, whoa! I fucking wheel him around, and I point him directly at Abe, and start flexing my muscles. Finish him off!
And will indeed come around to Kobayabe's turn.
Kobayabe comes up. Flames just rising over his body like a giant cobra. The tongue lashing out with flame.
And I'm gonna flurry punch this guy.
Okay.
Since he's restrained, does it lower the difficulty level by 1?
Yep. I will let that provide an asset to you for your attack.
Alright, then I just punched him twice in the head for 5 points of damage each, and he's on fire.
Oh! Oh!
Like, just think about Ghost Rider. Like, his helmet just goes up.
Well, that will kill him. His skull goes ablaze. The helmet begins to melt and just almost adhere and conform to his head.
Now, is his external speaker, like, on his shoulder, or is it inside his helmet?
It's in his helmet, which now looks like a screaming visage of his face, you know.
Shit,
as the
pull it out!
plastic
Pull it
melts.
out!
I pull it out. I am coming for you. Crush.
Okay. I believe it'll go to weigh in now.
Stop it, Wayne. Where are you?
You hear the gunshots. He's in the room's like no more than 10 feet away. The door is still fucking open.
Still trying to get ventilated. Oh shit. All right, yeah. Gonna shoot the guy with the assault rifle. Trying not to get ventilated.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Come on now. 8.
Yeah, that's where I miss.
Ah!
Yeah, you need a 9 or better.
Son of a. My shot's getting a little bit better.
Alright, so they're going to retaliate. So two level 3 speed defenses for me.
Oh boy, come on now, 14 and a 19. How come I got the defense but I can't hit? God.
Alright, so I'll tell you what, you can you both Kobayabe and Hirotashi, if you would both like to enter the room and enter
Is there a window in this hallway that I can
would
jump
not.
through? Like into that room?
It's like a 2-way mirror. It's been shot a couple times, so it's pretty obvious that it's bulletproof. You're probably not going to be able to throw yourself through this. But I'll tell you what.
Well, that's not
I'll tell
very
you what.
dramatic, but all right.
I will go through the door.
I'll tell you what. Give me a roll, 50-50. If you beat it, you can throw yourself through the window.
Well, I don't want to take a 50-50 chance of doing just something for flair, so I'll just go through the door.
Okay.
Wait, Abe, wait. Saki?
Heath, do I still have the sake?
No, he took it.
I do not
They-
have the sake. We must find it.
Alright. I was gonna sit down and rest, but now I'm pissed that they took the sake, so I'm gonna go in with them.
I'm going to go into the door, and I'm going to fucking kill them all.
So
All right,
I go
give me-
in, I make 3 attacks!
Okay.
Alright, first 2. Bam! 17! Third attack!
All right.
Eat.
Not enough. Not enough. What about Yotashi?
Hopefully he hit the guy with the assault rifle. That's all I care.
After I come in.
Yeah, did he- did
Okay.
Did he fell a guy, or are all three still standing?
Who did you attack? Is the question.
I hit the guy closest to the door once, the next guy closest, and then I went for the third. So I hit two of them for
I'll
5 points of damage, and they're on fire.
I'll say you hit the guy with the assault rifle who did get shot earlier. He's down. The other guy is still up on fire.
Surrender, or I will kill you.
Here's Tashi.
All right.
What is,
The guy on fire, I'm gonna go in and pull my hand back and go, Daishiwara! But instead of actually punching him when I get close with it, I'm gonna do the splits and go for the growing.
Oh,
okay.
exploding balls.
Yours is the fun
Alright,
damage.
I will use double strike. Come on, baby. Oh, it's a 4, I miss.
Oh, son of a bitch. I was hoping for a 20. Hoping for a 20.
Yeah, so my hand comes out like I'm trying to snatch the Wise Master's pebble. Only these pebbles are a little bit different. And I go, and I go for it. My hand shoots right underneath his crotch as he rises, and I grab air. Oh! And pull it back.
Oh, shit.
Okay, weigh in. I'll let you go again. Another surprise. You got it, man. You can do this.
Shit, yeah, right.
God damn it, man. Kill him.
If you roll well enough, you can just equilibrium these bastards and kill them both. The options on the table. It doesn't
God
happen.
damn it, he fucking shot me.
It doesn't happen.
Oh, Jesus.
But you're licensed to carry.
Not licensed enough. Shit.
Yeah, carrying and shooting are two different things, apparently.
Right. Jesus.
All right, so just Hirotashi Kobayama, why don't you two just murder him, just kill him? They're outnumbered. Who
Well,
wants
Let's
to
go
kill-
for it.
I will go for it.
Yeah, just kill him. How do you kill him?
I come over to the guy. I take my hand like Karate Chop. I cleave his ribcage and two to the spine. Ah!
Okay, that's canon.
All right.
His
And now
body
there's
opens
one
up
left,
an
like
altar.
right over my hand, right? As I'm.
Yeah,
His
there's
soul
one
like
left.
an incense burns.
All right, so I miss grabbing the pebbles with the right hand, but he never saw the left hand coming. I fucking grab, I fucking squish, and I rip, pulling the sacred gems out of the vault.
All right, he may as well be dead as he falls over in excruciating pain, completely incapacitated, blood seeping from between his legs.
So what I do is I take off this man's suit, and the one man's helmet that isn't damaged by fire, I put that on my head, and I'm dressed up all like the guard.
Okay. You look up.
I walk over to weigh in.
Camera.
I jokingly, get up and say, "Hey guys, I had it. Why'd you interfere?" And he starts to chuckle as he says,
I'm sorry. I just remember that you could not shoot a target that was size of barn.
"Yes,
Weigh in.
I try. Yes."
I did not know you were a pacifist, my friend. Your training has come along nicely.
Yeah.
Weigh in. Why can your bullets not find a way in? God damn it! Let's get the fuck out of here!
Yes, I couldn't hit the broadside of Godzilla in the middle of daylight.
Abe, we must find Saki.
Now you notice, interestingly enough, there are no alarms being raised.
I say, we have not rung their bell.
Am I able to listen to any kind of frequency inside this helmet? Is anyone talking?
You hear a little bit of chatter.
What does the fucking chatter say, dude?
Something about, there's a disturbance in the detainment center that they need
There's a
to.
disturbance in the detainer center. These men
they-
are
they-
evil.
They need to enact, quarantine phase 1, and lock down the perimeter. Not to raise any alarms and, alert the residents of the area. It's just a minor hiccup in security. Some
What
crazy
are you guys
little
waiting for? Put on these
bastards.
suits!
I grab my gi and I pull it tight. I will not dishonor my school by wearing that filth.
God damn it!
And I just stare at him, and we're having like a battle of wills as his eyes just like weigh down on me. No! I said I will not dishonor my school, and I pull again tighter.
I go over.
The only dishonor of your school is that you have no students.
You think you're so clever, Abe. I do not give belts to everybody that comes through my door. And I pull again, and now I'm like almost ripping the fabric. My hands are really pissed.
God damn it! Just put on the suit.
I
You
go,
know, Abe, if you wanted to get a nice belt, you could have went to a store. And I pull tighter, and it starts to rip at the seam.
You see, you need a new suit.
I put on
Damn
one of
it.
the suits while they're going back and forth. I put on one of the suits.
You
Alright,
are a
you can
brash
take that assault
asshole.
rifle too.
What was that, Heath?
You can take that assault rifle too if you want.
Oh yeah, hopefully I can hit better with that than a fucking pistol.
I mean, yeah, I wouldn't hold
What's
up
my
for that.
AC now?
right.
AC?
Same
That's-
D.
That's not a thing.
What? There's an AC in this
Oh,
game.
Alright. I walk
what?
over and
Armor,
I,
just
put on the
armor.
suit.
Yeah, it gives you, it
Yeah,
gives you
what's
one
my armor?
1.
At 1 armor.
Okay, so what? You guys' course of action now. Like I said, you can hear that they're enacting some type of quarantine phase 1, so it's safe to assume that there's going to be a lot more guards.
Am I able to bring up a map of the place in my helmet?
Do you know anything about technology? Like, would you think Kodayaba would have any knowledge of this at all?
He has a fucking cell phone.
Yeah, I mean, so does fucking 9-year-old kid.
Also,
But-
I'm Japanese. That
Alright,
should
fair,
give me an asset.
fair point.
It's 2075 or whatever, Heath. Cell phones
Yeah,
have to
I'll
be
say
like quantum
it was level-
computers.
Say it was level 3, but we'll drop it to level 2 for you to figure out how to work the HUD and pull up a map, kind of hack into
Alright.
it as well.
14!
So yeah, you figure it out easy enough. And you pull up the HUD, you can see there's 3 red dots, and there's about a dozen or so green dots moving converging, coming in to converge around these
Do I
3
see
red
a
dots.
place on this map that says elevator? Or stairwell?
Or
a
you see-
parking garage? Or a place
you
where they keep the
see-
mechs? Or what?
Oh, slow down. You see on the map there's one place that would probably stick out that is where like they would store the paraphernalia and whatnot that they've taken from people. So namely like your sake would probably be there and any other equipment that you brought, and there's another place on the map in this area that would stick out that says Hangar Bay. So those are probably the two most notable things.
I turn to them.
I turn to them and I say,
Do you want to get sake? Or do you want to fight them in mech?
Saki.
How do you choose that over a mech? What is wrong with you?
Now, Abe, you drink enough sake. You turn into mech.
I look over to
Wyan, what do you say?
Duh. I'm a nerd. Max.
You are outvoted, Hirotoshi. Follow me.
I grab this ridiculous suit that I'm wearing that I put on from the guard and adjust my testicles, and I go, my balls are tighter than sushi.
Okay.
So we head towards the hangar bay.
Okay. So you proceed down a hallway. There's a few twists and turns, and you come to two large doors. And as you open them, you see a relatively large facility. And there's about 6 mechs that you see. They look just identical to the ones that were guarding the facility out front. So you would see 6 of these lining the walls, and there's some scaffolding around them before maintenance, and there's a few guys that look like they're in the process of like welding, grinding, or otherwise doing some work on one of the arms for for one of the mechs, like kind of off to the side. They got it on this big table, like attached to a crane.
I
Abe,
run like greased
No,
lightning
Abe.
into a mech.
Abe, wait. We have problem.
No, the only problem is your school has no students.
No, listen to me, you fool. Abe, listen to me. Who is going to drive? All 3 of us are Asian.
Yes, but you are the only woman.
I fucking reach down and I pull out my balls. My balls are 5 times the size as your balls.
Yes, but I have flaming balls. Whoa!
Yes, I agree. You are quite
I have
the flamer,
great
Abe.
balls of fire.
You are flamer, Abe. You are a great flamer. They will call you Abe the Flamer.
No, this one to no one.
And I run to a mech.
Okay.
Get in.
Game wrecked.
So you're turning into a fucking SNL skit pretty quick. So yeah, you scale the scaffolding and get to the mech, but it's asking for you to input your security code to get into the cockpit.
I access the helmet to get the security code.
Okay. So give me a level 3 roll to hack into it.
All right, sounds good.
I just use my computer.
Can I spend a level of effort or 2 levels of effort to do this?
That'll be off your intelligence.
Yep. Sounds good.
Okay, so drop it down to level 1 task.
All right, here we go. 4! Hell yeah! Well
All right.
worth it! Well worth it!
So you see, you see like that the top part kind of slide up and the bottom part come down and they open and then swing out. And there's a seat, looks pretty comfortable seat with all kinds of like control panels on the sides
this
and
is
like fucking
nice.
there's like two slots that look like you'd probably like kind of stick your hand into like these giant metal gloves.
Oh, so my hands go here. Oh, very comfortable.
So as you sit down, slide your hands in, you hear like and the cockpit comes down, closes, swings shut, and it's dark for a minute. And then
Music plays.
There's an ambient red light, and then like a big screen lights up in front of you, and you kind of see everything as if you were 25 feet tall.
Do I have a speaker where I can talk?
Yeah, you figured out, that there is, it kind of jacks into the helmet, so you can use the HUD through the helmet to interact with different properties of the mech, arm the guns, loudspeaker, etc., etc.
Guys, get in the mech. What are you waiting for?
When I take my first step.
I'm gonna walk over to the mech that was next to that one, that is bigger and more impressive looking, and get into that.
Yeah, they're all the same. No, they're all the same. So, but yeah, this one.
This one's 5 inches taller, and it's got like a reinforced titanium cod piece.
Yeah. The reason I didn't get into that one is that it smelled like balls.
Okay, sure, whatever.
Funny.
Why not?
That's funny because I don't know how your character would know what bells smell like, unless you've been getting teabagged by them. But I'll go ahead and climb into it.
Me level 3.
Immediately, I'm gonna fucking thrust my hips out, and I'm gonna be like, "Hey, Abe, look at the mightiness of my pull."
Yeah. Let me get a level 3 roll to hack into the fucking cockpit before we get carried away here.
That's gonna be a 1. I'm just gonna use 2 effort.
Okay.
Oh!
2.
Oh! What is wrong? Are you okay?
So he's out there fumbling and smacking away at this thing. And
I
it's
actually can't get in then. Like, I can't get into it.
No, you can't.
No, I mean indefinitely. I can't get into a mech because I can't redo the roll, and I used all the effort, so I can't scale the effort.
Like I said, there were 5 of them. So
No,
you could
dude,
try.
I literally can't get in. I'm just gonna go up to the other mech and be like, "Hey, Abe, can I sit on your shoulder?"
Yes, I always thought of you as Parrot. You always mimic everything I say.
I get up there and sit on his shoulder, and I go, "I am Pansy with no balls."
What is Wei Yin doing?
I just use my computer programming skill to hack my way into it.
So what's this do exactly?
Basically, if I just mess around with something for about a minute or so, I just figure out how to do it. Like, I can get a password or bypass.
What's this coming from? I'm curious. Is this from being a spinner? Or?
Yeah, it's probably being a spinner.
All right, so yeah, you get in this son of a bitch. You see the same thing: padded seat, switches and doodads, a few like glove things to put your hand in. Cockpit swing shut.
Wei Yin got in. He didn't weigh in. God damn it, hero.
I was just sitting on his shoulders like, "You guys are good at entering other men. I can see that."
Oh, God.
So at this point, you've noticed on your HUD, Oyabe, that the 3 red dots have moved. You might have put together at this point that you are the red dots.
I would like to hack the system and make us green dots.
You can certainly try. I'm gonna say like to hack into their system and do something like that would be it's gonna be like at least a level 5 task.
Okay.
That's pretty complex.
I say, Wayne, I have an idea. You should try to hack the system.
Okay, so you hear that come over the comm.
Sure, I'll give it a shot.
I think you're very talented.
Yeah, okay.
So this is still quite a difficult task. So to initiate the process, we'll say it costs at least 2 intellect points to
Okay.
to do it.
Okay.
And then after that, what you think is lets you figure it out, right?
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, there you go. Two intellect points later.
Okay.
You guys are green dots.
Hero, did you see what Wayne did? No, but you don't have helmet. You don't have neck.
Oh my goodness.
It's all right. Someone's going to have to LoJack you.
Wow.
So, wait.
I have a plan, and I think the plan is to find support structures in the base of this building, blow them up to topple it. What do you guys think about that?
Sounds
This is
good.
a good idea.
Yeah, you've bought yourself a little bit of time confusion, turning yourself into green dots. So if you guys want to try and construct a plan real quick,
Yeah,
go ahead.
I would like to have Wei In bring up a map, find the support structures, the vulnerable weak points, if you're able to look into this building and find its weak points, that would be ideal. Then we can all go and destroy those points and bring down this corporation, free Japan.
Okay, I do it. I bring up the I bring up the schematics of the building and try to find the vulnerable points.
Now, looking at the schematics of the building, you notice that the architecture is built, the steel beams and girders, very much like that of a mesh screen. You know, they're all weaved and intricate. So there's no initial weak point per se, like a mesh screen. You know, you punch a hole in it, it doesn't compromise the integrity of the entire thing.
But what about the building stone it's connected to? Can we destroy the foundation and take down the building?
You could try. I mean, the foundation is pretty strong. It's deep. I mean, this thing is pretty solid, but you do have like 50 millimeter rotary cannons at your disposal at this point. It's really just a matter of will you have enough time?
Given my great intelligence, do I think that this would just be a complete waste of time and that there might be a better way of going about things?
You think that it may be plausible to infiltrate the building itself and find like the president of the corporation and assassinate him, cut the head off the snake, so to speak. You know, if you destroy the snake's den, it can always make another.
Are we able to draw up schematics and bring up where this president is?
Yeah, he's in the top floor. He's got like his penthouse up there.
I have a question. Do these mechs come with jets on the bottom of their feet?
They do.
Okay.
They have a propulsion system. There's two big jets on their back, and then their calves kind of like open up and release more propulsions down there as well.
Hirotashi. Oh, god damn it, he's falling asleep.
Yes.
What do you... You have been very quiet. What do you think we should do?
Well, he probably can't necessarily hear your plan over the intercom. Did you
So
help?
the mech mask comes up. I turn to look at him. I pop up my face visor.
Hirotoshi.
Oh yeah. Well, I pop up my face visor and I pull my bandana back.
You don't have face visor.
And I make a sound and it goes as I pull the bandana.
What do you think we should do?
What are the options?
Well, first we go to your school. We get you students. Then we come back and kill the president. What do you think?
Students aren't gonna come to my school. I don't have enough belts.
The two
Perhaps we
viable
should take them
options-
to your school. I hear your school has lots of belts.
the
Yes,
two viable
championship
options
belts. You're right.
are two.
I
Right.
was thinking more of like khaki from Walmart.
So you can try to destroy the tower, or like get inside and kill the head of the corporation, are the two viable options, I suppose.
Well, destroy the building or kill the president.
Destroy building. That is the best way. Destroy
Well,
the
Ian,
building.
what is your opinion?
Well, the main question is how to destroy it. We've already tried to come up with one plan, and that doesn't seem to work. Looking at the schematics of the building, what type of power source does the building run off of? Is it something that's highly volatile that could explode and take out the whole building?
Yeah, it's some type of nuclear ion contained power source that it runs everything off of. Virtually infinite power for free since they own it. That's located underground beneath the building, kind of deep in the complex. You could theoretically you could potentially get to that and sabotage that and set off a nuke, basically, but there might be some repercussions for that.
Yeah, that's not a good idea.
I mean, it'll get rid of the building and probably a fair bit of the city as well.
Long ago, there was Fukuyama. Japan survived.
They also surrendered.
Yeah, I think we should just fly up top, wreck the president, and just call it a day.
Nuke
Now we
it.
must break the...
What's that?
Nuke it. Nuke it. Abe is right. Our people will survive.
Yes, I concur. We must nuke them.
Nuke it. Nuke the block. Nuke the city. Nuke the park.
Wait, I would send you up to shoot the president, but there is no way for you to get in to see the president.
So, you notice over the HUD that your distraction is slowly wearing off, and the green dots are once more converging, kind of on your
Okay.
location.
Well, we want to head down to the nuclear facility below the building.
Okay, there's no real way to get the mechs down there. You'd have to go in by foot to get down into the maintenance tunnels.
and that would take forever.
I look at Hirotashi. We are 3 men. We can try 3 ways. 1, you'll go down, blow up the nuclear facility. Wayne and I can try to assassinate the president.
Looking at the outfits of these mechs, do they have other weapons like missiles or other types of countermeasures or anything else other than the rotary cannon?
They have, like I said, the 50 millimeter rotary cannon. They have it looks like some kind of bladed weapon that they can manifest in their freehand. It's like a shaped energy, turn it like a blade or a shield as well for close quarters kind of combat or defense. As far as ranged weapons, they pretty much have a tank on a stick on their arm.
Mm-hmm.
Like they don't really feel like they need anything else, I guess.
Right.
Well, I puff my chest out when Abe says that to me, and I say, "You know as well as I do that we can't fit down there in mech armor." And I try to make myself look bigger than I actually am, like I'm in a mech suit.
Well,
And I move my arms, you hear.
On the bright side, you don't have mech armor, so you could fit down there.
I am wearing mech armor. I will not fit.
Okay.
I pull down my bandana over my forehead.
Okay. Let's go assassinate the president.
And I will not be shooting.
So what's going on? Are you guys going out with the mechs to try and like blow the building up, or fly up and just blow the hell out of its penthouse level?
Yep. I think we're gonna fly up and blow up to the penthouse.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, boy.
All right, so you get these mechs going, start chugging forward, one thunderous step after another, and just shred the hangar doors like paper. They go flying out in front of you, crashing on the ground, sparks flying. And you see some more people have begun to move in. So there's easily 36 foot soldiers and 2 or 3 other mechs kind of moving around. And they see this and turn in your direction and begin to converge on you.
Wayne, hack their mechs. Have them shoot the other men, or have them shoot each other.
Can I even try that?
All right. Yeah, you spend 2 intellect points,
Okay.
and you can use your power to hack into 1 mech. So if you want to do more than 1, you spend 2 intellect per mech and hack into it.
I'll spend another 2, so 4 total. Try to hack. How many mechs are there? 2 or 3?
There's 3 out there, but there's likely more to show up at some point.
Yeah. You know what? I'll just try to go for 2. And
Okay.
so we'll go with that. All right. What task is it? Another level 5 task?
Or is it automatically done?
No, it'll succeed automatically as long as you spend the intellect to hack
Oh,
into
okay.
it.
Boom!
Yeah, I go ahead and spend it. I spend 4 points to grab 2 mechs and just start having them to start waylaying the fucking foot soldiers.
All right, so you see like the operating, systems come up on your HUD, and you pretty much have remote control of these. You can give them basic orders, like a robot, and they'll go about fulfilling the task. So you're telling them to start attacking the foot soldiers.
Yep.
All right, so yeah, you see the 2 mechs just kind of stop, mid-stride, and like their upper body just kind of turns around, and then their lower body follows suit, and the 50 millimeter can just starts roaring, boom, 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 and you see it rotate on both of them.
Hirotoshi starts weeping
And
at the
yeah,
prospect
there's
of him controlling 3 mechs and me not having one.
and yeah, there's the foot soldiers are just being fucking decimated. There's nothing they can do to stop this, but just try to not get hit or be in the proximity. Chunks of gravel flying. You know, you're starting to, you know, this is thundering. So you're starting to see some of the people come out of like, you know, their fucking gilded houses, you know, looking around, and an alarm does start to go up at this point. The other mech moves to intercept those two and like starts opening up fire on it. The foot soldiers are out of the equation. There's nothing they can do.
Yeah,
So,
that's our cue to go up.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and have all the mechs fly up to the penthouse level and level it.
There's still the one there, but I'll tell you what, if you all would like to just focus fire on this thing and obliterate it out of existence, you can do that.
Yeah, let's do that.
It's like 4 against 1 right now.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna make gun sounds with my mouth. Pew 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 pew.
Okay.
Very good, Hero.
Yeah, so this thing starts to get lit up, and within a few seconds, there's just smoldering pieces of steel and smoke, shattered ground where it stood. One lone leg stands up still.
Let's fly.
I still have control of them, right?
Yeah, you do.
All right. Taking them with us.
Fuck yeah!
So you hear some mechanical whirring and a little bit of shaking in the mech as the caps kind of open up and boosters slide out. And the ones in the back take action and it roars. And slowly the ground begins to fall away from you as you start to rise up higher and higher into the air.
Dun-dun-dun. Dun-dun-dun. Dun-dun-dun.
So you guys are flying up. I mean it's a good 500 feet. This thing is huge. It's big, man. On your way up, you know, you start to notice that some of the other mechs are arriving to pursue you. You know, there's tracer rounds kind of zipping by as their cannons start to open fire, trying to shoot you down before you can get up to the top level.
Are they flying at us?
Yeah, they're pursuing you.
Alright, I'm gonna pull out my manipulation beam, and I'm gonna target one of the foot thrusters and shoot it with it.
Okay, what's it do?
It lets me control or manipulate any physical object I'd be capable of lifting by itself.
That you'd be capable of lifting?
Yup, and I'm targeting the thruster. Just the thruster, not the mech.
I don't know if you could lift that, dude. Like it's pretty big.
I could lift a thruster.
You know what? Sure, why not? You're a strong guy. I'm sure you could.
Damn it, I can lift it. Rah!
I can do it. I can do it, coach.
You convinced me.
Alright, so my manipulation of it is I'm just gonna turn it off so he starts fucking like going crazy in the sky with only one thruster.
Well, they have 4. He would definitely he would definitely lose, you know, control, like complete control. He'd still go. It just would be he wouldn't be as finessable about it, I guess you could say.
Oh,
Not very
what?
graceful.
I thought,
there's the 2 on the back and then the 2 in the foot.
See,
So,
I
yeah,
didn't know there was 2 in the back.
Yes, I said that.
That's all right. I'll just throw my cipher at the ground. Continue.
What?
Yeah, I just fucking throw it. I just throw my cipher at the robot. I don't even use it.
Okay, roll a d20. 11 or higher, it explodes.
It's a 3.
It hits and just
Spink!
Yep. Okay.
Hirotoshi, I worry about you.
Who wants to go next? As you guys are zipping up. Like this
Yeah, I just want to
fight.
zip up, and I just want to get to the penthouse and blow it up. Actually, that's what I want to do.
Okay. What about?
So
what
I'm just
about weighing
dashing
in?
up.
Okay.
All right. With my turn, my mech is going up. The other two that I have control of, I'm going to have them fall back a little bit and just have cover, like to start to spraying the whole area where the other mechs are pursuing, just trying to like make them scatter, just slow them down basically, so they can't like pinpoint target us.
Okay. Tell you what. Give me a roll if they're going to attack.
All right. $16.
Whoa!
Good lord, that actually hits. So, the mechs, they are level 6, by the way. So, or no, I'm sorry, 5. So yeah, it was 15. So you just hit. So yeah, these cannons just open up and start smashing into one of them that's flying up. Takes a couple good shots. He kind of veers off, loses some altitude. So, you've got one off your tail a little, for now.
Okay, cool. Yeah, just continue to keep going up with my mech, and yeah.
So you guys, you sent the other two to like kind of intercept. So that's fine. You guys in time. You guys are flying up, and suddenly you see like a smaller screen come up, on your monitor. And there's an older gentleman, he's got a long white beard and like a Fu Manchu. And he speaks.
We are coming to protect you. There are crazy mechs.
He says, "Why do you try to take down the Shinjuku Corporation? It does
No,
a good thing
we're trying
for
to
the people."
protect you. There are mechs coming to kill you. Let us in.
You do not fool me, old man.
I am not trying to fool you, sir. I am trying to save your life.
So you see the same thing, Wei Yin, since you're also in a cockpit. Like he's screaming to both of you. You can see like another monitor and hear Koyabe just feeding him a line of shit. He says, "You need to stop it. This madness.
No. So we have to save you.
In the suits that we got off the people, was there any like identification at all?
No, it's all electronic. You guys are already greenlit as the suspects. Like they're pursuing you.
Right. Yeah.
It's impossible to try to lie to them and tell them otherwise.
Right. Let me see. The other
The
mechs that I
criminals
have,
are smart. They've made us look like the enemy.
He tells
We're
you,
really coming to protect you.
This is a utopia, and you would destroy it. You would try to bring down, something this great nation built up to protect itself, to give its people, good things. He tells you, crime is at an all-time low. Robberies, arson, murder,
Yes,
virtually gone.
you have
Everyone-
done that by making thinking a crime.
Everyone has a job, health care, a place to live, things they desire. You would destroy all of that. You would rob the people of their livelihoods for your own selfish desires? You claim to be a man of honor.
No, I only claim to be a shogi player.
I can't even talk. So what with him feeding him a line of bullshit, of course you know the jig is up. The two mechs that I have control over remotely, are they still functioning? They're still firing, trying to intercept it and keep him at bay, right?
Yeah, one's pretty beat up. It looks like it's on its last leg. The other one's still kind of doing all right, but it's starting to get overrun by some of the other mechs.
Okay. Do we have, like, if those two were to withdraw, how long will we have until the other mechs caught up with us and started, getting in decent distance to start hitting us?
How much longer until we're able to get up there to start laying waste to this penthouse?
Yeah, you're nearly there. You're nearly there. Yeah, what is, his face is going to come up like on this huge fucking monitor over these loudspeakers and just kind of repeat himself once more for everybody to hear. What does Wei Yin think of this? How does he feel about taking down what is, is a good thing if you think about it, in perspective?
Wei Yin has a very vile outlook at it because his father is dying, and because of certain stipulations, he can't get the medical treatment that he really needs. So his father, he knows that his father is going to die. So basically, he has nothing to live for. That's how he looks at it right now, and he's willing to go to any effort to bring this corporation down.
He tells you, would your father, without the health care provided, even be able to receive the medical attention that he does now?
Guys, I'll be back in just a minute.
Would he even be able to see a doctor if not for that? Think about how much sooner you would have had to bury him if not for what this corporation provides to you.
If it had been adequate health care, I wouldn't have to worry about my father's health at all. You speak nothing but blasphemy from a twisted, corrupted perspective. And I
so
ain't
healthcare
down.
Free healthcare provided simply for your work at no charge to you is not adequate. I see. And what of you, Hirotoshi? How do you feel about destroying society?
I don't think I.
The jobs. He's on a big ass screen, so you can hear him. By the way. How do you feel?
I would say
snatching paychecks from the mouth of children their mothers worked so hard to earn to feed them.
I would say that a healthy body without a soul is not a healthy body at all.
Do you know how many other places in the world do not have that, could never have that? How many places out there have innocents get murdered daily, don't have a meal to sit down to, don't even have a box to call home? Do you? Hundreds of places. You have all this given to you.
Yeah. Well, you might look at things differently if you weren't the one doing the giving. Air quotation marks.
So be it. the screen cuts out. At this point, you guys have pretty much come up to, the penthouse level of the tower, pretty much near the pinnacle. It's pretty expansive. It's big. Probably 100 foot across on the side. The other mechs are in pursuit. The one you see finally get shot down. The two that Wei Yin had taken control of plummets to the ground, a black plume in its wake.
So, I light this motherfucker up. What are we waiting for? I've been doing this for 10 minutes. Let's blow the fuck up.
Yeah, I'm going to start opening it up with the cannon, but while the cannon is going off, I'm looking at the schematics of the mechs. Do the mechs have a self-destruct mechanism?
Sure.
Alright. The guns are going off. Tons of fire heading down to the president's spot. And Hirotashi and Ayabe have been, bantering back and forth, but for a while now, while all this fire is going off, Wei Yin has been very quiet. Kobo says, Wei Yin, what is wrong? Nothing, just thinking about what to do next. Kobo is like, well, we killed the president. Everything is okay. It may be okay for the people, but not for me. I have nothing to live for. My father's going to die. And you hear Wei Yin's voice start to shake somewhat. It's not stable at all anymore. I want to make sure that this bastard is dead. And you hear Wei Yin activate self-destruct sequence. The timer starts counting down. While he's still firing, he says, friends, it's been an honor being with you. And hopefully you'll remember me in this sacrifice that I'm about to make.
Oh, the greatest honor is to die in battle. But make sure you fly in and blow up the building.
Already taken care of, friend.
Come on, Cozy.
Make sure you find a way in first.
Can I not blow a way into the building for him?
Yeah, I mean, you
So
open
it's-
up this 30mm cannon, and
So it's like this.
As the stormy clouds chase, everyone from the place, come out with the rain. Have a smile on my face.
Yeah, so with all that concentrated fire, it finally breaks through the supposedly impenetrable walls of the president's high loft tower stronghold.
Oh yeah, that bulletproof glass don't stand a fucking chance against this barrage.
And I fly straight in as the timer's going down, and I say, "Divine wind!"
Awesome, man.
I smash into the stronghold, and
All right, so yeah, you see his mech just hit it full throttle as it kicks up, white flames erupting, and he takes off, smashes into this thing, the structure weakened, glass and steel parting before him like the Red Sea. And you see over like the monitor, it comes up, and this old man's like, "What is going on? What the fuck? You need to stop them there!"
what the fuck?
Suddenly the screen goes red with flame. It cuts out. The whole level just like, glass and steel erupt, and it kind of drops down and begins to topple. The other mechs are slowly gaining on you, like they're pretty much there, about to open fire. What does
I throw a grenade.
throw grenade? All right, so you know at this point it's almost a suicide mission. There's probably no way out of this. You have like a split second to think of something clever or
I throw the grenade hard.
throw grenade hard.
So what I do is, the building's on fire in front of me.
Uh-huh.
I cut engines and I just fall.
Okay. If that happens.
And then
Okay.
when I'm about 100 feet away, I want to hit engines back. And when I fall between these guys, just guns are going to be roaring up from underneath.
Okay. Why didn't Hiratashi, give me like some type of check to maintain balance or whatnot when this happens and not get whiplashed and die?
Oh no, man! I just fall right off and die. Like that makes the most sense with what he did.
Okay.
So like
No.
when he does it, it just rips me off the robot and I plummet like 10 stories and just smack like a bug.
I see, as he's falling, his belt come off. It's just
flies
floating
like
up
a
in the
seagull.
air. Like a serpent.
Smack!
What? You're muted.
All right. So yeah, he hits the ground and explodes in a red paste. And you managed to gun down the other two, the lone samurai. And there's more moving in, but you have the advantage right now of confusion and disarray. So you can fly off into the sunset.
I pick up Hirotoshi's broken body, and I fly it back to his school.
Okay, all right, you
Hey.
pick up the jelly.
The school needs somebody because it's got no students.
Okay. All right, so yeah, you land, grab up this fucking red paste, fly it back to the school. I get drop it off. I guess I don't know. Just kind of put a note on it, like put a note.
There's a box on the front to slip me mates.
Yep. So I open the box. I put a little note. I owe you. I slip it in. Close it.
Okay. And then you'll be, I don't know, man, like, you're gonna leave now. I'm not sure. Like, the city's in disarray. They really don't have anybody in charge, so the people are gonna start rising up. So,
Oh, perfect. That's what I wanted.
all right, they're kind of looking up to you as a savior.
That's pretty much what I meant. So I'm
Alright.
okay with that.
So, the corporation is destroyed, and with this, people begin to come to their senses and see what's happening around them. Some almost immediately with the destruction of the tower as it toppled to the ground. And, like the footsteps of a giant, the people wake. A couple weeks go by, and, you see on the TVs now, on the news, there's a figure, looks pretty familiar, and he's standing up tall on top of a mech, now repainted, and he speaks and he says to the people, "There will be an uprising. People are not sheep. People are not meant to be lorded over by the rich and the powerful, to be kept in submission. crushing grapes while they laze in their lofty towers, drinking the wine made under the foot of oppression. A day of reckoning has come. The sleeping giant wakes, friends, and
So
it is angry.
at every person's doorstep when they wake up the next morning, they have a package, and inside the package is a belt.
And they all put on the belts, and they rally to your calls. Still on the screen, you know. Now the giant TV showing Kobo Abe, and he goes on to say that the giant will shake the land with its footsteps. And it will tear down the walls meant to keep it caged. And it will lay low its would-be captors, and it will be free. The crowd roars. Fade to black. All right, gentlemen, it's that is the end of Sleeping Giant. You successfully took down the corporation. Good job. Didn't see that coming.
Wow.
In a pretty dramatic fashion, if I do say so myself. So I
Really
hope
didn't see it happen either until like right when we were ascending the tower almost to the top of it. That's when I was like, you know what? Do it. Just do
So
it.
that was fantastic. Well done. So I hope anybody watching had a blast. I'll let my players plug whatever they'd like to, say whatever they got to say. We'll start with Philip Posey.
My name's Philip Posey. I run the channel Maps and Dragons. I want to say this game was really a lot of laughs. It was very fun. And it wouldn't have been so entertaining without Andrew Knapp, Daryl Simmons, and Heath Watermaker. Thank you guys for a great game. I always have a great time playing with these guys. Make sure you check out the W3. Check out these guys' channels. Check out the Low Shanks blog. Yeah, and have a good night, guys.
Awesome. Thank you for those kind words. We'll move over to Andrew Knapp.
Hey guys, Andrew Knapp, SR2 Joker. It was a fun game. Didn't pan out for me in the second 9, but that's the risk you take when you don't get in a mech. Check out Maps and Dragons, Gaming in Gotham. And what was your channel, Daryl? I always forget.
It's so easy to forget. It's my name.
Oh, it's just straight up Ninja?
No, Daryl Simmons.
Oh, that's Daryl Simmons. Okay, sweet. Check that out too, man. Great job, everybody.
All right, yeah. Real quick, I'd like to point out that at one point Daryl Simmons had control over 2 mechs. Probably could have gave you one. Just saying. And then we'll hand it off to Daryl Simmons himself.
All right, yeah, Daryl Simmons here. Check out my channel and the other guys' channels too, because why not? Because we're awesome. That's why. Also, I have my Facebook page, RPG Realm Changers, that I run games 2 or 3 times a week. I also plan a lot of games, so make sure you check out those. And all the new people in the community, come on, reach out to everybody. Reach out to Mr. Knapp, Posey, and Heath here, and let's all play some games. And yeah, it was definitely a blast. Like I said, I didn't really think about doing that sacrifice literally like the last minute, but I thought it added some flair for a dramatic finish. So that's the reason why I did it. But yeah, once again, Heath, as always, awesome game. Just love playing this shit. So thanks again.
Awesome. Yeah, thanks. Again, everybody check out their channels. SR2 Joker on YouTube, Maps and Dragons on YouTube, Daryl Simmons at YouTube. Check me out at Gaming in Gotham. It's been a pleasure. Tune in next time.